Monday Night Football reaction show. Mahomes explosion show. Rashee Rice carrying people in fantasy weeks yet again. Could have had 3 touchdowns in this game, by the way. But he had 99 receptions and a touchdown. I think we'll take it.
On the rise.
I think Patrick Mahomes and the boys are doing it live, and I think everybody in here is here to celebrate in the Rashee Rice, Patrick Mahomes, and Travis Kelce glory. The fantasy football show. The Mahomes and Kansas City Chiefs team going to Jupiter show begins right now. File on in.
It's Chiefs season. Mahomes is scoring 45 plus touchdowns. Let them cook.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live
I
whenever
smell
news
meatloaf.
breaks.
Let's
go. Mashed potatoes.
Yeah, buddy. Mahomie doing Mahomie things. Rashee Rice doing Rashee Rice things. Drake London news. Day to day, we'll break down that. Travis Hunter, according to his head coach and team and all the reports, going to get the wide receiver 1 treatment. We're here to discuss all of that and more. Let's break down everything that we've got cooking here for this Chief and Washington Redskin game. Let's break it down. Commanders. Mahomes, 299 and 3 tutties, had the 2 quick INTs. People started freaking out. Oh, Mahomes, he's back to his old self. He's back to his old self, Smitty. I told you. I even had Tyler. You know Tyler, that keeps super chatting. And look at Tyler. Tyler, you can't escape this. Tyler messages me. This is a screenshot of this about an hour and something ago. It was at the middle of the 3rd quarter. Smitty might be wrong about Rashee Rice. Tyler, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't do that to yourself.
Take a big laugh.
Tyler. I love Tyler's in the freaking chat in the 3rd quarter. Look, Isaiah Pacheco almost tore his ACL. They did an ACL check. I've got the actual injury and then the ACL check where they've got him on the table. They pull on the knee to make sure the ACL's intact, and apparently it's intact. He got up off the table. They patted him on the back, and he ran around, jumping around. So Pacheco avoided a huge injury. Kelce pulling in 6 for 99 and a touchdown. Rashee Rice, 9 for 93 and a touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 5 for 53. Rice also 2 catches for 12 yards. And Travis called this out in the Patreon. Remember when I said that when Mahomes gets Rice back, we're going to see so much of the rushing attack shift over to these quick little passes to Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice is the Chiefs' short yardage rushing attack. It's just the way it's going to be. Now, Hunt scored a touchdown on the ground. Hunt scored a touchdown through the air. I know it was a frustrating situation for all of the Rashard Smith and Pacheco owners, but this is going to be a frustrating running room no matter what. This is why I say I'm hesitant to cheer for Achane or Breece Hall getting traded to the Chiefs off those off chances, very small, minute chances that a trade happens. But we don't know what the Chiefs would do with these running backs. We can't sit here and act like we have a really good sense of how quickly they'd integrate the running back that they acquire, even if they spend a lot of draft capital. So I kind of like where these running backs are, where they're producing. As for Rashee Rice, could have had 3 touchdowns in this game. There were two plays where he was literally just inches short. I can show that graphic right now. Actually, let me throw that graphic up on screen. But it's crazy when you think about it. So 9 catches for 93 yards. Let me see if I can find that graphic. I have it here somewhere on my damn it. I don't know where I put it. Where'd I put it? I think I have it right here. So let me minimize this and show it. So here it is. This is from ESPN. It shows it. Rashee Rice reaching out. He's literally inches away on that top part. And then that bottom one, when he's diving out of bounds for the pylon, he's inches away as well. This is all within like 2 or 3 inches from him having 3 touchdowns. Kareem Hunt obviously capitalized on those, but we're talking about a 3 TD game out of Rashee Rice and over 100 yards and 9 receptions. That's what we would be looking at. But it doesn't matter. Maybe if he got one of those, he wouldn't have got this one, so it all works out. 9 for 93 and a touch. He's an absolute monster. On the other side of the ball, Corey Krosky-Merritt being misused as per usual, getting his chance when there's no JD5 like to boot. What a bad luck situation for him. As I've said the last couple of weeks, a lot of people are like, why don't you like JCM lately? Every time I ask a question, you're always like, I don't know, because JCM's hard to trust right now. Terry McLaurin looked pretty good, 3 of 54 and a touchdown in this game. We got to watch this kid because once he gets JD5 back, once JD5 gets him back, we might see JD5 play a lot better than he's been playing, and we might see McLaurin return to some sort of remnants of a top 15 overall wide receiver. I'm not saying it's a lock, but it's something intriguing to maybe dip into if you're trying to do some sort of one-player divide into two-player type of move for your roster. But wow, what a one-sided, lopsided, amazing fantasy football fest we just endured. Mahomes to the moon, Rice to the moon.
Stock on the rise.
Worthy even looked good in this game. Kelsey rebounding. I mean, everything's coming together. The Chiefs are just a remarkable football team. They're just gonna. I don't see how they don't win the Super Bowl this year. I know everyone's gonna be like, "Come on, man! This is such a good team. They're so potent." Rice is just getting going. Mahomes and Rice are starting to click again. They're not even at full capacity, Rice and Mahomes right now. It's insane. So we'll break all that down and answer questions relating to Rice and trades and all that. I just want to quickly say that on the topic of Drake London, the reports are he's day to day. Hard to say we have much of a way to lean one way or the other on Drake London and his situation. If I pull up the latest news on Drake London, let me just read what we got here. This is the most recent stuff on Drake. And he's still a good player to buy low because he is bye-week free. He's had his bye week already. It's always a smart situation to go into if you're trying to gain weeks and get advantages over people that are 5-6 wins. According to this report, he's considered day-to-day with the hip. Remember, they diagnosed it as a shoulder early on in news reporting, and it got changed to a hip. London was a late addition to the team's injury report last week and ended up being ruled out for Sunday's game against the Dolphins. We don't know much about the severity of his injury, according to NBC Sports, but London was initially removed from the injury report before being added back in it over the weekend and then being ruled out. Hard to know what's going on here. We'll just have to play it by ear, day to day. The fact that he was added to the injury report late means that something may have happened that triggered some sort of this got worse or some sort of setback of some kind with the hip. But my guess would be he'll play this coming week. That's my guess. My guess is that with Penix Jr. trending out, with London being iffy, they said, let's just back them both off. And if you kind of think about it, they were both really expected to maybe play. And then I think when one wasn't going to play, I don't know which one, they decided to just pull them both down and downgrade them and say, let's not throw London out there unnecessarily if we might take an L anyway, or let's not throw Penix Jr. out there without London because we might take an L anyway. Let's just rest them both, go full force after week number 8 and see if we can get them healthy. That's kind of my sense of it. But London is hopefully going to play. We'll have more news on London. Just hang tight on the London front. Travis Hunter report came out today that he's going to get the quote-unquote wide receiver 1 treatment. So expect this man to get fed, spoon-fed targets. Expect this man to get end-arounds, jet sweeps. All the talk that we had in the offseason where you get maybe 1 or 2 jet sweeps or end-arounds, right? Okay, so you got two touches there. Get 1 to 2 or 3 designed catches at and around the line of scrimmage. Maybe like Rice gets, little quick slant. Everything catching it maybe at the line of scrimmage or 1 yard off the line of scrimmage. Just a lot of manufactured design plays that go to Travis Hunter. So you got 4 touches right there. Then 3, maybe 2 or 3 or 4, sometimes 5, but 2 or 3 catches along the middle of the field or on the outsides, and then 1 deep ball that he's got to connect on. He'll connect on it once or twice. every other time he tries it. This is the kind of workload that he needs. This is the kind of workload he needs to be guaranteed. And then those oversaturation games are going to give him that 102 touchdowns or 150 and a touch. Hopefully he starts balling. And all the people in IDP that have been kind of treading water with him, he's getting good amounts of points. Lately, he's been really good, obviously. You're about to maybe see him explode. He's ranking, I think, 12, 10, 14 overall in IDP leagues that use him fully and fully capable of scoring all the points he could score in an IDP league. He's about 12 to 15 overall. That's not even playing amazingly. So Travis Hunter could become let's be safe and not get ahead of our skis. Let's call him 11 to 15. Big range. 11 to 15 wide receiver capable go forward. Now, Brian Thomas Jr.'s shoulder, that's going to determine some of this, how quickly he returns. Are there going to be more trade talk rumors? How much of a diva is he really being? Does he want out? Does he want to force himself out? BTJ's clearly unhappy with where he's at. And this could be one of those things where we think we know how far out BTJ is from returning, and then we just don't see him return, and we just don't see him return. It ends up being longer. It could be something where he's back very quickly, and we're like, what? How did that happen? I thought he was going to be out a while. We don't really know. We just know walking into this week, we're hearing things like wide receiver 1 treatment. No updates really on BTJ's shoulder. We have no interest in trading BTJ, which we predicted that the team would say off of the back of the news that Diana Rossini reported, which we said might or might not be as accurate as some of our other reports. But it all makes sense that BTJ's been dogging it on the field. He isn't trying. His head's not there. He's dropping footballs. It's been an absolute disaster. Take a laptop. What's this? Don't give up on Hendy, guys. Come on. Yeah, no one's giving up on Hendy. If anybody gives up on Hendy, they're literally the same person that gave up on Hunter. Should I drop Hunter, Smitty? This was like a week and a half ago. Should I drop Hunter, Smitty? Yeah, go ahead and do it, Steve. We'll see how that works out for you. Should I drop RJ Harvey? Yeah, hat trick RJ. Hat trick RJ.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Are you dropping hat? RJ Harvey just had not one, not two, but 3 touchdowns. Hat trick RJ Harvey. Should I drop Hendy? Should I? Try it, Steve. I dare you. I triple dog dare you. Should I drop RJ Harvey? Should I drop Travis Hunter? I'm kind of feeling like Nathan Peterman looks pretty good right now. Am I right? Am I right? It's such a funny joke in the chat. I'm about to drop him. I'm dropping RJ Harvey as soon as I can when the waiver wire opens. My name's Steve, and I'm trying to make a scene in the chat right now. Drop him. I dare you. I triple dog dare you. Do it. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait. Show me a receipt. I hope you drop Hendy and show me a receipt. I would love to see it. DM it to me on Instagram, and I'll post it on the show for you. Drop RJ Harvey, too, while you're at it. I'd love to see a receipt. I hope I can set it right next to the receipt of the person that dropped Hunter last week. I'd love to see it. I'll put it in a frame and on my studio. Maybe I'll replace my mug here, and I'll put it in a frame right here. Frame it for you. London, TBA, Hunter.
Stock on the rise.
Rashee Rice.
Stock on the rise.
Patrick Mahomes.
Stock on the rise. It's Chiefs season. Mahomes is scoring 45 plus touchdowns. Let them cook.
What's Rashee Rice's or what's Patrick Mahomes' touchdown total? Can someone look that up right now so I don't slow down the show? Can I have Travis calculate how Travis take his total touchdowns? Don't forget to include tonight. Total touchdowns. You guys can do this in the chat too. You can triple check Travis's work. Total touchdowns divided by games played. So divided by 8 games, multiplied by 17. Let's go 17. How many touchdowns will Mahomes have at the end of the year? My guess is going to be I want to say it's going to be around 40, but my guess is going to be he's going to have 43. 43 passing touchdowns is going to be my guess. That's what I think he's going to have. Calculate it for me, though. Husseini's in the building. Let me see. We've got Angel supposed to stop by and drop $100 super chat because he said dealer's choice. Pick any player, Smitty. If they score a touchdown, I drop $100 hauler. And I said, let's go, Rashi.
Stock on the rise.
I said, my life's on the line. My life's on the line. Give me that meatloaf, baby.
I smell meatloaf. Hey, Ma, the meatloaf.
Give me the meatloaf. Give me that Rashi Rice touchdown action. Anytime TD. 37 to 41, 42-ish, 40 to 45. On pace for 44.62, says Travis. On pace for 40. See, Travis is getting me the exact number. Some of you guys are saying rough estimates. 44.62 touchdowns. That is what Mahomes. Now, is that including his rushing, Travis? Is that including his rushing? Because I did say he will score 40 to 45 plus touchdowns in the video. Is that his sum total of all touchdowns? I'm just curious. Well, Mahomes is just absolute dog, bro. Just a dog. Sunbeam, appreciate you. Sunbeam dropping the $20 super chat. We got another 20 in here from Ricky Turbo. Ricky, appreciate your $20 hauler. Let's take it over to the $20 hauler lounge. Appreciate you both. Let's drop it here. $20 hauler lounge. Here we come.
Alert. Super chat alert.
That's total with rushing. Okay. Yeah. So Mahomes is on pace for exactly what that video screams. Ricky, 7-1. What moves would you try and make to get done to win the money? One QB league. Team is Lamar, Fields, Barkley, Bucky, Woody, Hendy, Bam, Rashard, Pickens, Debo, Hunter, Keenan, Allen, and Kelsey. Should I try to move Fields with a receiver? Sure. I mean, of course I would try that. This team's got a lot of upside. Pickens, I don't move because he's very valuable beyond his current fair market value, in my opinion. Debo, I don't think you can sell Debo for much right now. It sucks. Debo took a big turn. But Debo, in fairness, has not played badly, really, with a healthy, fully playing JD5. So we'll see what happens when JD5 comes back. But my guess is you can still move Debo in deceptive fashion, like Debo and Keenan Allen or Debo and Kelsey for like one player. You throw Debo in and people start thinking, what if? You try and trade Debo alone, no one gives a crap. You trade him with somebody, it's what if Debo. So your team right here is pretty good. I love your running back stable, love your quarterback situation. I think I'm just trying to move. I'd probably try and go rogue at tight end, take advantage of this Kelsey production. Trade Kelsey and Debo for one slightly better player. Devontae Adams comes to mind. Injured Nico. Buka, doubt around Buka right now. London, the doubt around London. Really, those are the best options probably. Could you go after Terry McLaurin using that combo and get something else in addition? Maybe, but this team's really good. Only other thing I consider, I've said it all week and 2 weeks straight pretty much, is the Bucky for Henry situation. But I don't know. I think this team, you're 7-1, you're kind of the best candidate to wait on Bucky. And you might want to say what other players need to be waited on right now. Those are good players to go attack for you, like Garrett Wilson, maybe Debo for Garrett Wilson, Debo and Keenan Allen for Garrett Wilson. That might be a smart move for you. You're definitely in a position to wait. 5-3. Sunbeams, appreciate you. Knicks, Buka, Rice, London, Hunter, Higgins, Keenan, Gibbs, Sharbs, RJ, Tootin, Gadsden, Bowers. Let's trade one of those tight ends. I'm one roster spot over when Brock's back. Have to drop one who. And then no one agrees to trade. No luck ideas. Okay, I'll keep looking here. So drop one player. Your one drop, if you don't pull a trade off, would probably be... Man, you're telling me this is all you have? You can't drop another player. You're giving me your entire roster. if that's the case, I think it really does come down to, I can't really give you good advice on this because the drop is impossible. I mean, I can't tell. If I'm dropping somebody, it's probably, I can't even tell you. It's probably Tootin. I wouldn't even drop him. I can't drop him, but it would probably be between Tootin and I don't even want to say it. So it'd probably be Tootin right now, but it could come at a crazy cost to you. So you got to get rid of one of the tight ends with potentially Hunter to get a big monster, with T. Higgins to go get a big monster. Even if you're upgrading slightly, go get Nico with the concussion, disappointed his owner. You trade Higgins or Hunter with one of the tight ends and get a 2-for-2 going. Or you could trade Higgins and Gadsden for Jefferson. Go after Jefferson. You could trade Bowers and Higgins for Jefferson. You could trade Gadsden and Higgins, Gadsden and something. You could trade Travis Hunter and Higgins for JJ, I bet. A two for one, and then trade one of your tight ends in a different deal that's unrelated. I'd probably go down all of those avenues if I have your team. And Shane with the $20 hauler as well.
Alert.
Shane, appreciate you.
Super chat alert.
Shane says, I'm 3-5, 12 team, full PPR, double flex league. Just lost 157 to 163. Mahomes, B. Hall, Harvey, Diggs, Hutchinson, Ferguson, JCM, Kelsey, Hunter, Dart. What do you do? This is your entire team. You had to have lost a bunch of players. Hall, Harvey, Diggs, Hutchinson. How do you not have? So your number one wide receiver is Travis Hunter. You had to have lost Neighbors or something. This is a tough team to trade, bro. Breece Hall, you're going to have to take Breece Hall, turn him into Dowdle and a receiver, turn him into Adams and a running back, turn him into London and maybe a receiver. You can do, or a running back. You can maybe do a Pickens and a running back, Shane. Keep throwing Jacobs and a player. Try going to those teams. Kyron, Jacobs, London, JJ, Adams. Go to all those teams and try and get 2 players for 1 for your Breece Hall. That's going to be my advice to you with that squad. Should I trade Jettas for Rashee Rice? You should have already done it. Yes. Came back 16.1 down with Kelsey 4-4. Nice job, Rock Out, doing it live. Rice saved my week in money guillotine and grandma league stud. Congrats on that. Appreciate you. Should I trade Achane and Rome for Jamar Chase? Thank you. Achane and Rome, that's a lot. I'd probably rather have Rome and Achane personally, but that's a really, really, really decent trade on both sides. Trade Knicks for Marks, my other QB, Stafford, Flacco. I suppose if you really need a running back, I really like Knicks. I wish you could get rid of the other, like Stafford and something else, like a Keenan Allen or a Benson or whatever, Sharps even. I'd rather you try and do that. Damn, that's really tough. But yeah, Marks is probably a must for your running back situation. Kyron and Marks would be pretty good. Although Sharps is not that bad. I mean, you could continue to roll Knicks. Guys, would you roll with Knicks and put Sharps in as your running back too, or go get Woody Marks and then start Stafford? Stafford's coming off the bye. He's not bad. Stafford's obviously got weapons and Puka back. I mean, Stafford's a good play. That's a tough call. Let's have the chat vote on that one. Husseini with the $5 holler. Smitty 1, 2, and 6. Now scored 123 points. My opponent 113. You took down the big dog. You took down the number one.
Mashed potatoes.
Rashee Rice did it. Mahomes did it. Husseini did it. Husseini took down the number one team in his league. Watching the game live at Arrowhead, rooting on Rashee Rice, doing it live, Husseini. Doing it live. Now I scored 123 points. My opponent 113. I'm watching you live at Arrowhead Parking Lot Bin. 13 beers, Smitty to the moon. I'll drop my $100 tomorrow. Husseini said if he wins his matchup, Rice makes it happen. He's dropping a $100 hauler. So Husseini is dropping a $100 Bilski tomorrow. Can't wait to see it, Husseini. Thank you for dropping the super chat. Keep it up. Drive safe. Who to drop for Tracy? Sharps, Vidal. You're not dropping Vidal, bro. Harvey or Hendy. I'm not dropping any of those. I'm not dropping any of those guys. I know Tracy feels like a really secure player to get. I don't mind. Drop your kicker, drop your D, pick up Tracy, then make a trade. I'm not dropping those players. I'm just not. I know you want to trade it out for the novelty factor. Will you trade Tracy for Ladd? I would take Ladd McConkey. Absolutely. Down 48. Mahomes, Rice, Kelsey combined 77 to get the win. Doing it live, says the Isaac. He did it.
Mashed potatoes.
Isaac doing it live. You're doing it live. We're all doing it live. Isaac, appreciate you dropping the super chat to let us know. Traded Derrick Henry for Rashee Rice. Good trade. Love the trade.
Mashed potatoes.
Love the trade. And Rice just to the moon. I love Derrick Henry, but Rice to the mother flipping moon. Rise above does nothing but rise above. 7-1, just won the last second INT 120 to 119. Doing it live.
Mashed potatoes.
Meatloaf, nothing but winning going on right now on the channel. Nothing but winning. A lot of crying happened coming into this game. Oh, yeah, this worst week ever. Worst. I'm seeing a lot of winning. That's what I'm seeing. Drop JCM or Mason. Depends on the players you can grab, Vlad. But yeah, 6-2, 12-team trade targets. Dak, Achane, Chase Brown, Rice. Rico, Monra, T-Mac, Sutton, Warren, Daniel Jones, Ollie, K9. Probably K9 and keep Rico. Love Rico. K9 and T-Mac for one player. K9 and T-Mac for JJ, for Nico, for Buka, for Kyron, for Genty, for Judkins, for Jacobs, for injured Bucky. Do it live. Throw them all at the wall. See what sticks, my boy. Something's gonna go for you. I can feel it. Drop Keenan Allen for Harvey. What do you think I'm gonna say?
I smell meatloaf. Hey, Mom.
Of course, only wide receivers would be Hunter, Rice, Buka, and Wilson. It is what it is, my boy. I would rather you drop your kicker and try and work out a trade. Keep Keenan Allen on the books for just a little bit longer. Dropping the kicker, the defense is the move to make. 12-man Superflex, 3-5. Last 2 weeks, lost by 4.2 total points. JD5, Mahomes, JCM, Bucky, Harvey, Hunter, Rice, Debo, Fannin, Gordon. What trades? Let's move. You can't move JCM for anything. Last week was a lot of JCM trade advice from me last week because I really wasn't sure, and I kept saying it all week. I just don't know that they're gonna. I don't feel like they know what they got. I feel like he's a good trade piece, and now he's nothing. He's worth 0. You could throw him in and see what happens, but now you can't get rid of him for anything. Debo, kind of the same thing. Fannin and Ingram, you might have something to trade. You probably just gotta with Rice, Hunter, Mahomes, Bucky, you just got to probably wait it out. Unless you could trade Bucky for Henry, Bucky for Barkley. Barkley's on a bye. I doubt they do it anymore. Bucky for Kyron, Bucky for Jacobs and something, or just Jacobs straight up and get some points. Those are the only moves that I sense are in the cards for you. Debo and JCM for maybe Lad McConkey's available. Probably not anymore. Maybe McLaurin. McLaurin might not be a bad move in that situation. Worthy, Pickens. Those are all players I would go get using that Debo and JCM combo. Just do your best to try and get some sort of player that has a little upside like that. Rashee Rice, Triple Crown next year. Fire to Saturn. Do it live. Triple Crown. That's what we're getting.
I smell meatloaf.
We're getting a prediction here. Is this a $50 bold prediction for next year? You tell me when you want to drop it. We'll put it in the top right corner. Triple Crown bold prediction. That would be a nice one. Yo Smitty, 4-4, 10-team, full PPR. Love, Lamb, Igbuka, Debo, Pacheco, Harvey, Tyler Warren, Booty, Golden, Hendy, Bam Knight. Bam Knight's now the starter. He'll probably share the role with DeMarcado, but Carter has been cut by the Cardinals. Bucky, Benson, any moves? Probably looking to hold Lamb, hold Buka, Pacheco, Debo, Harvey, hold Harvey, Tyler Warren. Not a lot to move here, my boy, except for, again, similar to the other person's situation is, can you move Bucky? Can you get Jacobs and something now? Can you get Etienne and Tootin with a wide receiver? Can you get Adams and a running back? That's the only thing that's going to make me trade Bucky. Look at Dowdle. Dowdle and a receiver like freaking Adams will be a really crafty move for Bucky. But it'd have to be Dowdle and somebody. It'd have to be London, and then maybe you're getting some sort of Monty or something like that. That's how much Bucky should hold value. And if he doesn't, then I don't trade him. I still think with 4-4, you're capable of waiting on Bucky, but trading Bucky for Henry, bye-week free Henry is still very, very smart in many ways. I'd probably look at those angles for Bucky, but that's it. I don't think I'm trading him for much. Mahomes, Dobbins, Hampton, Harvey, Henderson, Spears, Igbuka, Rashee Rice, Pickens, Ladd. Love those receivers. Travis Hunter. If you can't start all of those guys down to Hunter, you probably do want to explore trading one of them. Don't trade Buka, don't trade Rice unless the price is absolutely glorious. You've got 2 tight ends, you have 3 tight ends. I don't mind moving or using Fannin, although he's got a bye, but you could trade Fannin maybe with a wide receiver to maybe upgrade it at RB. I do think that's where you're obviously hurting. What RB could you get? Jacobs seems to be the most Jacobs and Dowdle and probably Genty are the biggest name players you can get at the cheapest price. So like Hunter straight across for one of those guys with the hype. Maybe you're throwing Fannin in. Maybe we start there. That's probably the best place to take that, and we go baby steps and trying to fix that roster. So start there. That's the best. And there's a lot of options for you really to go after running backs like that. Henry, Jacobs, Judkins, Kyron. Henry's really, really solid though. Should I try to get Rico with my Keenan and Bam Knight? You can try, Ricky. A boy can dream. That would be an absolute lambasting though. Pick one, Benson, Tootin, or Sampson on waivers. It's Tootin. It always has been. We're a Tootin country over here, pal. So grab Tootin and hold him. My Knicks for Benson, I'd rather have Knicks. When's Benson coming back? We have no idea. Benson's nothing to me right now. I like him. I pick him up off waivers, but a 12-man, Knicks can get you he's a top 5 quarterback. Go trade Knicks for some respect. Knicks earn some damn respect. You could get Pickens for Knicks, bro. You could get Adams. You could get maybe ETN and Tootin for Knicks. You could get Dowdle for Knicks. You could get Woody Marks for Knicks. 12-man PPR 2 flex, JD5, Gibbs, Warren, Vidal, Hendy, Ollie, Rice. Just traded Knicks and Chase Brown and Goddard for JD5, London, and Hawkinson. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know that you made out like a bandit on this. I'd actually say I kind of would rather have Chase Brown and that Knicks side. As far as this team right now, it's still very good. It's not like you lost your shirt on it. London and Rice and Adunze and AJB. If you can start 4 of those wide receivers, you're good, but you still got to trade one of them because Rice, London. I mean, they'll help you through the buys though. That will be nice. Gibbs, phenomenal. Vidal, I like that. Vidal, I like a lot. I think you're okay. I'd probably stand down here. I wouldn't have done that trade, but I'd probably stand down here, and I think I just sit on this. I don't mind what you did. The only thing I would say is like you had the wide receivers. You know what I mean? Like you kind of were a little more heavy wide receiver. You almost had some balance more than anything. Actually, that's what it was, is you had balance, and now you just kind of unbalanced the rushing stable to stack the wide receiver stable. But if you can start all of those wide receivers, so AJB, Hunter, London, and Rice, and Adunze, all 5. So if it's 3 wide receivers and then the 2 flexes you speak of, then I guess you're okay. And then I might actually say it's okay. But if you can't use all those wide receivers, just maybe wait through the bye week before you do anything crazy. But Jalen Warren and maybe one of those wide receivers for a Kyron or a JJ would probably be one of the places I would take that. Would you trade Gadsden or Bowers for Bowers straight up? Would I trade Gadsden or Bowers straight up? I think you mean. I'd rather have Bowers in a vacuum. But it could obviously go either way. $20 hauler from TD.
Alert. Super chat alert.
TD, appreciate your $20 hauler, my friend. Smitty, I'm 3-5, 12 team, 3 wide receivers, any moves. Hurts, Achan, Warren, JSN, JJ, Rome, Fannin, JMO, Bench, Hendy, Harvey, Tootin, Ao Manor, Watson, Ingram. 3-5. Let's see. What do you do? Hurts, Achan's fantastic. Jalen Warren, I'm trading. JSN, I'm not trading. JJ, I'm not trading. Rome, I'm not trading. Probably not much to move here, though. Maybe you do move Rome. Rome and Warren for... I guess Kyron, Henry, Achan, Judkins, Jacobs, and something. Don't think you're not sniffing one of the top 3 or 4 running backs, but I think you could maybe get Kyron. You could, if you like Kyron, you could maybe get your hands on like an injured Bucky and something. And the only reason I would do that is because if you're barely using Warren anyway, and there's another running back you're throwing in like Harvey, what's the harm in waiting for Bucky one more week? So if you were to move, let's say, Warren and what did we say it was? Warren and Rome for a player like Bucky that you wait on, but you get a receiver you can use right now or a running back you can use right now, I'd consider it. I like Rome a lot. I'm just saying if not, there's not a time. This is the only time you can get Jacobs, Bucky, Genty, Kyron, and Judkins on the cheap. So if you want to make a little bit of a gamble, go toward Bucky. I think now is the time. I think the unknowns about Bucky walking into his bye week are going to be this is going to be the last time you're going to be able to get him cheap. Rice saved my season again 2 weeks in a row. Of course he did. Of course he did.
Mashed potatoes!
Of course he did. Rice saves everybody. That's what he does. He's a savior. He's an absolute monster. They're, not all people that save fantasy wear capes. Some of us do, some of us don't. Rashi Rice wears capes. This channel wears a cape. We do it for you. We do it for you. We got another super chat from Amari. Amari, appreciate you with the $10 hauler. Full PPR, 12-man, 4-4. Trade Diggs for MHJ. Is there still upside? I'd rather have Diggs. No, I'm not trading MHJ or trading for MHJ. Why would I? Diggs just scored, 2 touchdowns? Looked pretty good. I'd rather have Diggs. As far as this team goes, I'm probably keeping London, Diggs, Hunter, Odunze, Achan. Who is that? Aaron Jones? Is that Aaron Jones? Who? Aaron Jones? Sharps, Hendy. You probably want to upgrade that Aaron Jones spot. I mean, he did enough that maybe you could move him and Diggs together for like ETN and pick up Tootin off waivers or get Tootin somehow in a trade. Try and organize that first. But I could see ETN and Tootin being something that you end up hitting a home run on, bro. Or if you trade Aaron Jones, you could roll with Sharps or Harvey at the second running back spot and go Aaron Jones and Diggs for Adams. Aaron Jones and Diggs for Pickens. It's tough. Aaron Jones and I like Pickens a lot. I like Pickens over Diggs. I like Diggs though, but I'd give up Aaron Jones to get Diggs turned into Pickens. I'd do that in a heartbeat. Ibuka on the cheap right now is also advisable. I don't know why people are scared by Book, but they are. It is what it is. Book is so easy to get right now. Thank you for the super chat. Dropping Tootin would break my heart. Maybe Keenan. I'd rather drop Keenan Allen than Tootin. But I would drop my kicker a D and work a trade out and then make that decision later. Drop Mason or JCM because JD5 off IR. I'd probably drop JCM right now over Mason. I'd probably keep Mason for a little bit longer. Try and trade him to the Aaron Jones owner. 12-man half PPR. Would you trade Genty for Judkins? I'd take Judkins. Even with the shoulder concerns, I'd rather risk the biscuit, baby. James dropping 20 gifted memberships. James.
Mashed potatoes!
James, you are Smitty approved, young man.
You've just been Smitty approved.
James with the W. James doing it live. James, appreciate you. If anybody else dropped gifted memberships, I haven't seen it yet, but James gifted memberships. James dropped 20. James dropped 20 twice. James dropped 20 twice. A double 20. 20 plus 20 equals 40 that James is dropping in the chat. Doing it live.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Damn, James. James making us proud tonight. James is doing it. Let's fix these alerts finally. I hadn't had them go off because, good problem to have. But when we have as many super chats as we've had the last handful of weeks and stuff, that if it's going off and off and off, it can become a problem. Where the hell is that alert? I don't know if I'm not going anywhere. Let me just see if it's on the screen. I think it might be. I don't know if it's on the screen. I don't think it is. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to find that somewhere. I feel like I've got it somewhere. I don't know. I don't have the alerts set up right now. I got to figure out how to get that back. But appreciate you all. James with the W. We got 662 of you on YouTube right now. I don't know how many are on X, but please get over on the YouTube and rock with us over on the tube. Let's get these 2 super chats out of the way, then open up the phone lines. Big Rod dropping one. My CD and Hall for JT in London. I would take JT in London. Yeah, you got to. Or Buka and Cooks. You mean Cook? It's not Cooks, my boy. If you're gonna trade for him, you got to know his name. It's James Cook. Buka and Cook. CD and Hall for Buka and Cook. I would take JT in London. I think out of guys, wouldn't you say JT in London is the best option? Then probably Cook and Buka. Then probably CD and Hall, or CD Hall and Cook and Buka could be very similar. But I'd say JT London. Is everybody in agreement on that? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Nicholas with a $20 hauler. Nicholas.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Brandon Cooks. 8-man PPR 2 QB 5-3, lost by 2 points tonight, even with Rice. I'm sorry to hear that, Nicholas. I was so close. Love that adrenaline rush. Yes, sir. Got Hurts, Baker. Is this a 2 QB? Yes, 2 QB. So Baker will be fine coming off next week's bye, or this week's coming up bye. CMC, Achan, great team. Henry, wow. Scat, sorry, but your running backs are off the hook. Kyron, Amon-Ra, Rice. What is this? This ain't no 8-man league. This is a 5-man league. You're fine, man. You lose a player like Scat, it's nothing. It's like dropping an extra pill when you got a supply of 90. You know, it's like, I dropped my heartburn pill. I dropped it on the ground. You got 90 extra in the bottle. Bro, you're good. You're good. Like, it's nothing. Scataboo ain't no skin off your back. Nothing happens to you. Kyron, Amon-Ra, Rice, Sutton, you got a great squad. Any moves? I don't know what you can even do. This is kind of one of those leagues where I can almost guarantee you people trade very rarely. They don't even check their trade offers and reject them. Am I right, Nicholas? No 8-man league with stacked rosters like this, there's going to be a lot of moves going on. But I would probably say, if this was me, I'm probably not moving anything. You've got an absolute amazing team. I'm maybe trying to move like Ferguson and Sutton, and maybe something along the lines of, yeah, that's it. Ferguson, Sutton, QJ. I would have moved QJ a long time ago. Could I downgrade McBride into Tyler Warren and then upgrade Sutton into a slightly better receiver? Try that, because I like Tyler Warren better than McBride anyway. But McBride's pretty easy to trade. The name value, everything. So if someone's going to make a trade in your league, they probably will overlook that. Try that. That would be something I would do. You the man, Smitty. No, you're the man, Big Papa. You're the man, pal. Appreciate you. Don't forget, play 5, get 100 on Underdog, guys. Play 5, get 100 on Underdog. You guys want to get some extra skin in the game. For those of you that didn't crush this week, I feel like everybody crushed this week. And yet everyone's saying in the industry, like I've seen it all over, this is the worst week ever. I didn't feel that at all. I felt like we crushed it this week. We had some injuries, the Scataboo injury, the Judkins, the Barkley. But the Barkley and Judkins are going to work out. Those don't seem to be bad. But other than Scataboo, we crushed it this week. This was a phenomenal week. I think this channel blew up this week. The Hat Trick Harvey to the mother freaking moon.
Mashed potatoes!
We're live. Burpee's live in the studio. I don't know. It was a good week. This is a real good week. Raul, appreciate you. Raul to the moon. Aaron Jones and Stephon Diggs for Justin Jefferson. What do you think, Amari? What do you think I'm going to say? Of course, go get JJ. That's about the easiest question we've ever been asked on this channel. All right, let's hit these phone calls here, and then we'll get into some more super chats. I'm sure they'll roll in as we go. So dial into the phone line.
Call into the show.
Brought to you by BentonPrint.com. All your business needs. BentonPrint.com. The owners of the Attic.shop. You can find them at BentonPrint.com. Do it live. Speaking of live, 559, you're live on the show. What do you hear? What do you say? And if I can't hear you yet, I just got to switch something real quickly. Hold on 1 second. I don't think you're there yet. Let me just switch this audio over. Okay, 559. Wait 1 second. Let me merge this call in real quick, and I'll be right with you. Sonny boy, mute yourself real quickly. Andrew, mute yourself real quickly, and let me go over to Cody first. Cody, you're live.
Yo, what's up, Smitty?
What's up, Cody?
Rice and Mahomes almost got it done for me. I was down 50 points. It came up 3 short. So, man, they're beef combo, but almost did it for me. I lost Scat, and I need RBs bad. My whole RB room is decimated. Tootin is on the waivers, but can I run some other names by you as well?
Yeah, 1 second. 1 second. Let me merge Travis in here. Okay. Yeah, Tootin on waivers. Let's check it out. I love Tootin. I do think Tootin, while he's not a lock of any kind right now, he very much has the same feel that Marks has right now. It's delayed.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have him in there. So while everybody's wanting to run from Hendy, keep in mind how Harvey feels right now. While everybody wants to run from Tootin, you got to remember that he hasn't failed or anything. Like JCM has failed. It's not all of JCM's fault, but he's failing because the team's not using him, and it doesn't matter. He's attached to his team. It's one and the same. You can't separate them. But with Tootin, Tootin hasn't even failed yet. Tootin is going to be a top 10 running back for every game that he starts. Could he start 0 games? Yes. Could he start 5? Yes. All right, go ahead. Tootin and who?
So I see Hunt after tonight's game is on the waivers. These are just the top producers of the league. Spears. I see Gordon, Wilson, and Bigsby. Sampson's on waivers. And like I said, there's Tootin, and that's really it for the names I want to mention. But any of those you pick over Tootin?
I'm taking Tootin for the long-term home run value that is Tootin. I think Gordon's got
whoever I pick up is going to be starting next week, by the way.
Well, I probably say that damn, man, it's such a tough call. And you also have to keep in mind the bye weeks.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm getting crushed.
Yeah. I'd probably say that Gordon has the best feel. Maybe Spears is safest. Gordon has the best feel for a touchdown. Sampson's on a bye, so he's out. Tootin coming fresh off the bye. But hard to know if Tootin's going to get, enough work. Tootin could get literally 3 carries, and not do anything yet. So I would say Hunt and Spears are the safest. And as frustrating as it is for people to watch Hunt play, he's in the spot. Like, you can complain about it all you want, but he's getting the ball. So I'd probably say Hunt is the safest. Spears is second safest. The most upside to win your league are going to be Tootin and Gordon.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a couple others. I seen Bam Knight. I think he was on a bye.
He's safe.
That's why I didn't see
him. He's safe. He's very safe.
And what about Davis?
Ray Davis?
Isaiah Davis.
Oh, Isaiah. Hold on one second. Let me merge this call here. Mute yourself real quickly, pal. I'll be right with you. I think Isaiah Davis is. I'm not worried about Isaiah Davis when you got this assortment of options. I don't know, bro. You go Hunt if you need the value now. You go Tootin or Gordon if you want kind of a combo of risk. But Bam and Hunt are probably the 2 safest running backs. I don't trust the Cardinals as much as I trust the Chiefs, though. So it's kind of like the volumes may be better for Bam. Maybe not, but probably. But Hunt plays in a better offense where you just saw him score 2 touchdowns. I don't know. It's not an easy call. It's not an easy call at all. It's not like you're...
Well, I'll pull the trigger. I'll get one of those. Any one of those options is better than nothing. But I appreciate you, Smitty.
All right,
you're the man.
Good luck. Chat. Let the chat vote on which ones they'd rather have. Guys, rank Hunt, Bam, Spears, Tootin, Gordon in the chat for now. He needs now production. I know we want to say Tootin.
Appreciate y'all, chat.
All right. Later, Cody. All right, Travis, you're live. Andrew, please stay muted. 224, please stay muted. And then 417, please stay muted. Go ahead, Travis.
So with Michael Carter, they said they're going to re-sign him. Do you think they're just going to stick him back on the practice squad?
Yeah.
So I was going to ask, I'm looking forward to next week now. Would you go Bo Nix against Houston, they're good, but I mean, Matt Jones put up 20 points against them even in that crappy game. Or Daniel Jones going against Pittsburgh, who their pass defense is awful.
I'm going Bo. Bo knows, bro. Bo knows ball. I mean, Houston's going to shut down the run to a degree. Now, I do
the worst matchup for a QB right now.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I want to lean with Bo. I wasn't sure, because just what you were thinking. Because Daniel Jones has been really good too. He's been 20 points, 25 points a week.
Yeah, let me look up something real quickly here on this. I know it's easy to get caught up in the stats. I'm not suggesting that it's an easy matchup by any means, but I think that Denver's pretty unique. And let me just go ahead and passing. I don't know if these are updated as of the exact moment.
Yeah, I was just going to say that they have to update for this week still, probably.
Yeah. So the Texans are allowing, according to this info, which I believe on NFL.com is updated through, I think it's updated right now. I think so. I don't think it includes the Monday night game, but I think it's showing Houston as middle of the pack in terms of giving up passing yards. So it's not like you can't, get yardage. As far as touchdowns are concerned, Houston ranks right around middle of the pack in giving up passing touchdowns.
So, yeah, actually, you know what? I'm looking at their schedule, and in terms of who they faced for QBs, they faced Stafford, who's good, Baker, who's good, but then Trevor Lawrence was awful, Cam Ward, who wasn't good.
Yeah. Don't let it
Lamar got hurt against them.
Yeah, don't let it deceive you too much, because while everyone's trying to say Houston's this and Houston's that, the yardage and the touchdowns are really what matters. And if they're allowing middle of the pack in touchdown surrendering and middle of the pack in terms of yardage surrendering, I don't know why we would be sitting here saying we gotta sit Bo. I mean, people
and it's
people can keep saying Houston's the number one D, but I mean, I'm reading off the numbers to you. Houston is giving.
No, you're right. When you look at their schedule too, like I said, they faced bad quarterbacks the past month.
Now, I'm not saying
something to actually consider.
I'm not saying DJ's a bad start. I'm not saying that at all. But you also have a situation where JT could rush for 3 touchdowns again, and DJ doesn't need to throw. So we'll see. I'm going to go Bo Nix. Bo Nix keeps stepping up. He's a top 5 QB. The saying is you start your studs. I feel like Houston's good, but I don't feel like Houston's like you just said with the matchups and everything involved. I don't know. I'm not scared of Bo playing Houston. I might be scared of, let's say, one of my if I was saying, well, what's Sutton gonna do? Okay, Sutton might get locked down, but
right.
Ingram, Harvey, dump offs. Now rushing, I would say is different. Like you talk about number one defense. Well, part of that comes from their ability to shut down the rush, But the yardage, Houston, what's Houston in yards? Let me see here. Houston is surrendering. They're right around a little bit past, like, let's see their rank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14th in yardage. And surrendering touchdowns to running backs, they are in the top 4. So that's where that concern could be. But look, I'm not. Yeah, it's not scaring me away. We got Angel. Hold on one second. We got Angel's $100 hauler that he promised to come in for the Rice house call. Rice to the house. Doing it live, Angel.
I smell meatloaf. Hey, Ma, the meatloaf.
Dropping the Hundy Rice house call. House call Rice, they call him. Thank you, Angel. Appreciate you dropping that 100 to show your support. Boom. He said he'd do it. He did it. Angel is a man of his word. My life was on the line. I had one phone call, and they said, who you calling? Miss Smitty? I go, I'm calling Angel. I'm calling Angel.
I smell meatloaf. Hey, Ma, the meatloaf.
Or Husseini, lately at least. And Ron, don't take offense to that. Watch Ron come in. He's like, oh, yeah, watch this. 200. Angel, appreciate you dropping the hundo. And then real quickly, let me just get this one out of the way while I'm here. Running backs, Achane, Hall, Chase Brown, Vidal. Phone callers, hang tight. I'll be right with you. Igbuka, Pickens, Hunter, Tez, Kittle, Gadsden. Trades offered Kittle, Pickens, and Hall for JSN. Sharps enough, do you think? That's a pretty solid offer. I mean, you're giving him maybe, I don't want to say too much, but it's enough. Yes, it's enough. Kittle, Pickens, Hall. The way Hall is playing right now, but you just don't know. Like, if Hall goes out and drops nothing next week, you'll treat him like trash. That's the way people are. And Pickens, if Pickens does a mediocre job, then it's like, so you probably take JSN and Sharps. But it is a lot. It's a lot. It's deceptively good, too. I mean, he might make out on this end of under the trade, too. I think that's enough. And if I was doing something else creative, I suppose it would be like Hall or Vidal with maybe Pickens for JJ, Buka, injured Nico coming back. Vidal for Adams. I love going and doing a 2 for 2, like Vidal and let's say Pickens for Dowdle and somebody. Dowdle is one of my favorite players to go trade for right now. I don't know why I love him so much. I used to not like this guy. When he's in Dallas, I'd always say, Dowdle, he'll do much this week. I love Dowdle right now. I think he's coming with a new vibe, and he's just such a monster. He looks different. He bulked up. Everything about him, I just love him. I love his mentality. I love his story. I love the fact that he got shoved down, and then Chuba is supposed to come take his job, and his own coach is like, I tried, but it's time to let Dowdle loose again, is what Canales said. We broke that news today. All right, Travis, hang tight real quickly. I'll be right back for you. Let me just make sure these callers don't hang up. They've been waiting a while. Let me go over to Andrew. Andrew, real quickly, I can't do a full team breakdown. What can I do for you? You're live.
What's going on, Smitty?
What's up?
Hello? Oh, hey, Smitty. I just wanted to know, what do you think of Bijan for Achane? What do you think of that straight up?
Why would you trade Bijan for Achane?
No, I'm asking. I was going to trade Achane for Bijan.
I think that you're not going to get that just because of one game. But try. I mean, if that's on the table, do it. But if that's your like midnight idea, it looks really good right now. But when you wake up in the morning, it's going to seem like a bad one. I don't think anybody. You're going to get a door slammed on your face. But if you can pull that off, I mean, we'll give you a standing ovation. No one's giving up.
Okay. Also, Trey Benson. What do you think about him the rest of the season?
Who's that? That's the way I feel right now. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to be. I don't know if the Cardinals even know his name. The Cardinals are such a disaster. Even everybody jumping on the Bam train. And I was a pro Bam person, right? I liked Bam a few weeks ago. But as Travis just said, what are they going to do? Bring back, sometimes this is a contractual thing. Like they're cutting Carter to bring him back. Then they're going to cut him, bring him back. It's a practice squad maneuver. Raise him from the practice squad, et cetera, et cetera. It's an accounting thing. I mean, Carter could be back in the lineup.
It was out of options. They couldn't just drop him down again.
We just don't know what this room looks like, bro. And Benson comes back when? How good will he be? The word on Benson, the word on him lately is what's the latest report on Benson anyway?
21-day window, I think, open.
Yeah, so I mean that could be 3 weeks. We don't really. Usually when that 21-day window opens, usually the target date is that third game. I don't know, man. He might have to ramp up. Maybe he goes right in and explodes. Here's what I'd tell you: if someone cut Benson, I'd pick him up, and I'd be like intrigued. I'd be like, all right, I got Benson. Picked him up. I like this. But am I trading for him? No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Smitty.
Yeah, I don't trust the Cardinals, bro. It's coming from a guy who lives in Arizona. All right, later, bro. 224. Who's this? You're live.
Yo, Smitty, it's KB.
What's up, KB?
Yeah, I just lost by 0.2 in my league.
Sorry to hear that.
I needed Mahomes and Worthy to get 36. Just got 35. But
Sorry.
in the same league, that was just my second loss on the year. I'm trying to make a push to win now.
All
So
right.
I got to drop one of my stashes. Who are you dropping? I got Jarquez Hunter. He's cuffed to Kyron, but I got him, Ray Davis, or Tank Bigsby.
I wouldn't drop Bigsby because he looked really good, and he's definitely the solidified backup behind Barkley, who may or may not miss the game after this week's upcoming bye, which is beautifully placed for Barkley, who said his groin injury wasn't so bad. He could have come back into the game if he needed to, but we've heard this song and dance before. I believe him. I'm going to, trend toward believing him, and I think that the bye week is perfect, and Barkley comes back and balls out the rest of the season, which is why Barkley was one of the best buy lows.
Mashed potatoes!
Henry Barkley, Lad McConkey, Josh Allen, all these buy lows that are just dropping loads right now. Adunze. And so Barkley I love, but you gotta keep Bigsby because Bigsby looked good, and if let's say a setback happens with the groin, this guy could go crazy. Jarquez Hunter's not even the backup right now. Might have been wrong about him dating Corm's mother. Might have flipped the script, and Corm might be dating his mother. I don't know. We'll find out. But Jarquez Hunter is not necessarily there yet, so he's easy to cut.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Smitty.
All right, later, bro. Unless I missed something.
And if he has Kyron, I'd try to get Corum.
Yeah, maybe I don't know if Corum got hurt and I don't know about it, but I don't think so. I don't.
Right.
All right, later, bro.
Hey.
I mean, did something happen to Corum?
I don't think so. I mean, it'll be something to watch coming out of the bye, see what they do.
I do like Jarquez.
There, but for now it's Corum. I
do
do too.
417. Is this Ricky?
Yo, what's up, Smitty?
What's up, Ricky Turbo? What's up? Ricky, a.k.a. Rico. I always call you Rico Turbo. I don't know why. What's up?
I'm trying to get some Rico Dotto. That's what I'm trying to do.
What I'm talking about.
Smitty, so for next week, how do you rank Debo, Keenan, and Travis Hunter? I need to sit one.
Debo, Keenan, Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
It's going to be easy to say sit Debo after this week and call him names. Everyone's going to do that. But keep in mind that we haven't seen him play with JD5 lately. And while I do like Keenan Allen, and Keenan Allen is not that far removed from a 100-yard touchdown game. He played that in week 7, 119 yards and a touchdown, and then in week 8 he had 44 yards on 4 receptions. Debo Samuel, what was his last solid game? His last solid game was week 5, where he had 96 yards and a touchdown. Debo, this is kind of wild. Debo, who didn't play week 7, he sat out week 7, right?
Yep.
Debo's only had 2 bad games since his explosion. So I don't know that I'm that quick to write off Debo Samuel.
He made it through this game healthy.
Yeah, he made it. Yeah.
Heel's getting better.
Rock out, mute yourself if you can. I added you to the call. I think I'd probably say I'm not ready to give up on Debo, especially if JD5 comes back. It is the Seattle Seahawks defense, though. I wish this was the Week 10 Detroit game, but I'd probably say give me Debo and sit Keenan Allen, I suppose. But it's super, super tough. Let me just look at something quickly. Let me look at Keenan Allen's matchup. Oh, he has the Titans, though. Give me.
That's a tough one. Because what if they just get up and they don't have to? I guess they throw no matter what.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't throw that second half last week.
I don't know. That's a tough. I mean, you're certainly not sitting. Who was your other one?
Travis Hunter.
Yeah, you're not sitting Hunter.
And the
Hunter. Yeah, you're starting
the
Hunter.
locked-in is Pickens.
You're starting Hunter. If I'm sitting one of them,
If JD5 plays, I might play Debo. But
Debo. You know what? This is kind of a tough question to answer now. I think asking this before we get through all the injuries and is Debo going to be deemed 100%, or does he have a set? Does he go questionable for a part of the week with the heel again? So I think we wait. Too early.
Okay.
Don't sit.
Okay,
Hunter.
I got one more.
All right, last one.
Okay. Okay, so are you starting Bam against Dallas or Handy next week?
You know, I'm kind of surprised everybody hates Hendy this week coming off a 70-yard rushing performance. I'm a little bit baffled why he's getting more hate this week than he has any other week. I think because of the fumble that he had. He hasn't fumbled since high school. He went through 4 years of college without one stinking fumble. And I don't know how he lets this happen, though. That's the part that's frustrating. It's like, all you got to do is not fumble the ball. And he goes in there and he fumbles at the end of the game. But he was getting work. And if other players can fumble and get away with it, why wouldn't he not get away with one? So I think he's going to be fine. I don't know. This is a tough one. I don't trust the Cardinals. I don't know why. The matchup is solid. It truly is. But the Cardinals are so deceptive. And I don't know. Bam Knight had 14 carries in week number 7 against the Green Bay Packers, and he did pretty well with it, 4 yards per carry.
They did also just release Michael Porter too. So
Yeah, but we just talked about that though, that they're going to re-sign him. It's an accounting move, so you got to be careful with that one.
Okay.
I don't know, man. This is a tough one. Hendy's so hard to trust, but like Bam hasn't ever gotten more than 14 carries. Last week he got 14 carries. I mean, I guess they liked what he threw down. I don't know. Maybe Bam is safer. Hendy's a higher risk, higher reward proposition that you just got to be accepting of. But I mean, damn, man, 10 carries, 7.5 a rip. Finally looked good, but he's never had more than 11 carries. So Bam is probably your safer call right now. But just like we said last week, the moment we say that, Hendy's going to go nuts. So you're taking one for the team, and you're the reason this is igniting. Because Harvey, someone had to sit Harvey last week over a pretty much safer option, and we knew, and we even said it. Once you do this, you're gonna ignite it for everybody else. So take one for the team. He sat Harvey. Harvey had 3 touchdowns. So we might need to ask you for this favor.
I'll take it. 7-1.
I don't
mind the L. I don't mind the L, so it don't.
We might need this favor from you, bro.
Be interesting to see how Atlanta bounces back, because Achane and all just put up big points against Atlanta. And that's who Hendy's against. So.
Yeah. I mean, they're both good matchups. I mean, everyone's going to say they're Dallas. Dallas is a good matchup, but Dallas also is good for the passing attack too. So hard to fully know, what's going to happen. Also, we got to wait and see what they're doing with their quarterback situation. Like, how does it all look this week? Both of your questions are a little premature. We need more information for both of these. We need more information on Bam. Is Carter going to be re-signed to the practice squad and be elevated right before kickoff? Like, we got to figure out all that. Little early.
Fair.
All right.
Fair enough.
Later, bro.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Appreciate you. Rock out. You're live.
What are you thinking about Tracy or Bigsby?
Tracy. He's in a prominent position right now. Bigsby is only going to be, he's going to be a great backup, and he's going to be a great spot play. Especially if you get decimated with injuries and you're plugging him in there like you're plugging Gordon in Miami, and you're hoping for a touchdown. I mean, Bigsby's going to replace Barkley enough to get 8 carries a game, and he might have a touchdown. But Tracy's going to be in a position to start. So Tracy's the easier call.
How far would you try to pursue him? Like, go all out or medium?
And on the waivers?
Yeah.
I mean, who else is there? Because you're entering week number 9, man. There's not going to be much left walking into double-digit weeks.
Next best guy is Bigsby, and also on the wide receiver side, Shamir DK.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be fine going all in on Tracy at this point if this is a player that plays for you, starts for you, your flex play, or you got a bunch of bye weeks still and you're going to be hurting bad. So I'd probably say Tracy. He feels about his full load. Huh?
It'd be a flex. It would be a flex for me.
Yeah, but this might be a full load drop moment. I mean, what else are you going to get? What's going to be there in week 11? I can't promise you someone doesn't drop Tootin and then ETN gets injured and then you're walking into that Tuesday night where everyone's racing for Tootin and you're like, damn it, I had all my money. I'm not saying that we won't see an injury that creates a number 1 waiver claim, but Tracy's pretty good, bro. There are people that would love to have him as a starting running back too that are decimated.
Would you rather have him or Harvey? I got Harvey as my flex right now.
Probably, I mean, on the season, Harvey. I do believe in him. I'd probably say Harvey, but Tracy might be safer right now, like in the moment right now. For week number 9, he might be safer. But it doesn't mean I like him better. It just means he's safer right now. This is the same question when someone asked me, should I pick up Bam Knight? I can't lose again, or do I take Tootin? My answer is like, Bam's going to probably get you more points this week, but Tootin is a league winner. Bam's not a league winner. So it just depends on your vantage point.
Right.
But, I mean, right now, Tracy's a starting running back. He's going to get a lot of work. He'll be pretty good. He might have 100 yards and a touchdown in week 9. Total yards. You never know. Could be pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I'd look at last year, and he's probably a little better than he was last year, and he was a little bit boomer bust at times, but he could put up 120 and a touchdown some games,
Yep.
So
I don't know why I have an E in there. Just noticed that. All right, anything else, Rock Out?
I'm not even a big Tracy guy either.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Starting running back.
Great. I mean, I spelled his name wrong.
Yeah.
All right, Rock Out. Anything else, pal?
What do you think about DK from the Titans?
Yeah, DK. 2 weeks in a row, the Titans wide receiver DK, spelled D-I-K-E, is looking solid. I mean, he had 90 yards last week, is that right? And then the week prior, like 70 and a touch, or something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
I mean, he's had 2 good weeks in a row, and I feel like, 2's a pattern. I still like A.O. Manor a lot, but maybe DK's the better long-term option. He's looking really good, too. I like the way he looks. And the only problem is he's got a very inconsistent team and a rookie quarterback, and he'll be up and down. But
hopefully Ridley is going to, because I don't think they can trade Ridley because of his contract.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Ridley will be back.
Yeah.
All right.
Like him, but...
All right, Rock Out. Call back if you got another one. Appreciate you.
All right, cool.
Rock out to the moon. All right, let's see here. We got Vidal or Dowdle this week. I'm going, honestly, that's a close one. I love Dowdle a lot, but Vidal looks good too. I'd say it's
dead. Tennessee.
I'd say it's near dead even, bro. That's near dead even.
Dowdle against Green Bay, Vidal against Tennessee.
Yeah, I'd probably let Vidal get the matchup advantage there.
Oh, yeah.
But man, you can make a trade. Non-PPR, Debo, Gadsden, JCM, or Pickens and Dowdle. Debo, Gadsden, JCM, or Pickens and Dowdle. Pickens and Dowdle by a lot. And it's a tough balance, H13 with a $20 holler. H13
alert. Super chat alert.
H13, thank you. Thank you for the super chat, young man. And then we got another 20 from Max. Max and H13 doing it live. Dropping the wads on screen. Let me send you both to the super chat high roller lounge. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for that. I got to get the alerts fixed on here. 12-team PPR, 6-2, won by 0.3 points off Mariota's fumble plus a pick. Herbo, Saquon, Kyron, Monty, Rashad White. I don't know if you guys find that, like, when people are, it seems like everybody's scoring, barely beating people by like less than a point. That it used to be really like a wow factor. Like, did you see this? Like someone would send a screenshot and everybody would share it. They're like, this guy lost by 0.4. And like now everyone's got these. It's like not even impressive anymore. Like lost by 0.3. We're like, that's it. I've seen worse. I've seen 124.11 to 124.12. It's funny. It's just funny. I don't know. I noticed it lately. Herbo, Saquon, Kyron, Monty, Rashad, Rashi Rice, QJ, Downs, Coleman, McBride, Pitts, many moves. QJ hard to sell. Yeah, you should have sold him when I kept telling you. But yeah, he is impossible to sell. No one wants him now. I don't think you got a lot of trade power right now, unfortunately. Herbo's solid. Kyron coming off the bye week. Saquon's going on the bye, but will mend. You could try and move Saquon off the big game and try and get like a Jacobs with the bye week out of the way. Somehow get a Adams
or Bijan on a down week. People do dumb things.
Yeah, you could try that, but even like a hurt Judkins on a bye, you're 6-2. Your best maneuver here is injured and bye week Judkins. Probably the only problem is you're trading injured bye week Barkley. It's going to be hard to do that, but you could try. I mean, he had such a big game that maybe you can do it. So you got Kyron. You got a good team though. Kyron off the bye, McBride. Probably move McBride. I just, it would be a gamble. It would be worth taking. I mean, you got a good squad. I mean, Saquon, Kyron, Herbo, and Rashee Rice and McBride. Maybe he doesn't need to make a trade. I don't know. Your team's just, it doesn't have a lot of depth to it, but you have a couple heavy hitters. I mean, you're 6-2 for a reason, but kind of feel like you probably got a little lucky too with your matchups. But I would explore it. If Saquon, his big week can get you Judkins injured or Jacobs on the low or Bucky injured and get you that additional wide receiver. And I think the wide receivers I'm looking at, you could even start off with JJ. Go to the JJ owner, see what you can get with JJ for Barkley. Go to the London owner, see what you can get with London for Barkley. See what you can get with London. Adams, Ibuka, JJ, even Lamb you could see. Like if you could get an ETN and Lamb for Barkley, I mean, you do it. Those are the best avenues for you at age 13. I think you'll be able to deploy a crazier strategy than you think. And then 4-4, some trade offers. I have trade Josh Jacobs and Hampton for Herbert, Zay, and Kamara. Absolutely not. Jacobs for Zay, Kamara, and Kareem Hunt. Absolutely not. Why are you trying to get rid of Jacobs like he's nothing? This is why I say, everyone says, Smitty, no one's doing these trades. This is why I say, I know. Believe me, I know. I literally get asked over 400,000 questions a year on my phone line or through super chats combined, like in questions that I answer on screen. So I'm literally seeing these questions over and over and over. The phone calls, the chats, the super chats, any question on the YouTube channel. We calculated a rough estimate as I'm answering even by phone call, including all those. I have the temperature. I'm telling you, Jacobs, the temperature is people are trying to get rid of him. They're scared to death about a timeshare. They think Jacobs is falling apart. I don't know why. People are really scared about him sharing carries moving forward. And I'm not saying there isn't a threat to it at all, but the threat makes him dirt cheap. So I don't know why you're trying to just get rid of him for not even nicer options. Zay, Kamara, and Kareem Hunt. Trade Justin Jefferson or Ibuka for Lamar Jackson and Tyrone Tracy. I mean, you're not doing that either. If this is a 1 QB league, bro, Max, no one's drafting Lamar Jackson over Ibuka or JJ in a startup draft right now, 1 QB. All of these are bad ideas. All of these are I'm bored and I want to make a trade. And Max, I'm not mad at you. I hope you're not taking this in a negative way. I'm trying to say it so you know I passionately am against this. You don't go and say, well, he was kind of torn. I think I'm going to do it anyway. I'm trying to get you not to do these trades. If I was you, I would be trying to trade I'm not trying to trade JJ because you're selling him low. Look. I'm not trying to trade Jacobs because you're selling him low. Look. I'm trying to trade, and I don't know if I have your whole roster here. I don't think you gave me much. I'm trying to trade something else. I'm trying to do a different trade. I'm trying to buy Dowdle. I'm trying to buy Jacobs. I'm trying to buy Bucky, ETN, and Tootin together. Trying to buy Woody Marks. Trying to buy Judkins. Trying to buy Genty. Trying to buy JJ. Trying to buy Buka. Trying to buy CeeDee Lamb. So, Max, if you can give me your team, we can maybe work through something else. Thank you, One Life, saying Rice saved his season again. Rice is just a marvel, bro. Straight up marvel. All right, Travis, let me answer these real quick. I think I just got a couple more super chats to get to, and then I'm traded Harvey for Judkins. I would take Judkins in a millisecond, and I'm the biggest Harvey guy you'll find. Traded Cook for Chase and Travis Hunter. I like that. But now I'm down a good running back. Should I try and move Hunter and Olave for a better running back? Sure. Hunter and Olave for Kyron, Henry, Achane, Jacobs and something, Judkins and something, Genty and something. If one of those running backs doesn't apply, you know what I'm trying to say. Appreciate you, my boy. BA to the moon. BA's, I think, new to the channel, and glad to have him. Gideon, appreciate you. Or Glidden, Trevor. 10-man PPR, 5-3. Traded Chuba and Fannin for Derrick Henry. Woo! Bro, Chuba just lost his job. How'd you do that? Nick Stafford, running back Henry, Genty, Vidal, Marks, Harvey, Chase, London, Ladd, Golden, McBride. Any advice? Yes. Enjoy the winning. You did good. I don't know that I'm moving much at all. Love the team. Think the team's fantastic. Knicks is playing top 5-6. Henry, Genty. Maybe I move Genty. I mean, would I trust Marks and Vidal as your running back 2 and go Henry and Vidal and Marks and then trade Genty and let's say, I don't really want to trade Ladd, but would I trade Genty and London? Would I trade Genty and London or Genty and Ladd for like JJ or higher? I don't know. I almost wonder, could you get Lamb right now off a bad, kind of a bad game, at least expectation wise, it was bad. Could you trade?
Yeah.
You could even trade Vidal and try and trade Genty and Ladd for Lamb. And if not, would I trade Vidal and Ladd for Lamb? Vidal and London for Lamb, maybe. Don't know if I want to trade Genty and London though. The like split them differently and go after. And if not, you could maybe trade whichever combo for JJ and a player and get a player back, a crafty player. Maybe try that. And Rockout says started 3-3 without Rice, now 5-3. Nice job, Rockout. Rockout's crushing it now. And then Turbo, appreciate you. 10-man, 3-5, 10-man, 1 QB can start 2 wide receivers and 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 1 flex. Team is Herbo, Baker, Bijan, Genty, Rice, Lamb, Buka, London, Bowers, Gadsden, Bench, Woody, Hendy, Sharps. Made a lot of moves. What moves should you make? I mean, geez, man. I love. This is a 1 QB or 2 QB? 1 QB league. So you're pretty good at quarterback. I don't know if you could trade one of them. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but having both of them is good too. Bijan, Rice, Lamb, Buka, London, probably Bowers. Probably not moving any of that. Would I trade Gadsden or Bowers? Probably preferably hold Bowers, to be honest. That's just, I believe in Bowers bouncing back. But Gadsden's so nice. I mean, either way. But Gadsden and maybe Genty for 1 upgraded player. Achane. Something like that, man. That's probably the only thing I'm looking at. A tight end and Genty for a running back upgrade. You're probably not getting JT. Maybe you get Bijan, like Travis said. You never know how ridiculous somebody's going to be. Genty and Bowers could get you Bijan potentially, but if you win Gadsden, people love that novelty, the new player. They want it. They got to have it. I mean, a lot of times you see people, most vetoes include a player that's unproven, that somebody gets excited about, and they're like, I want that player like Gadsden. Try a bunch of that. G Money with a $20 hauler.
Super chat alert.
G Money, appreciate you. Hey, Smitty, this team is 5-3 in a 12-team half PPR 2-game losing streak. JD5 May, and it's a 1 QB. Bijan, Kyron, can't get better than that. May, Bijan, Kyron. JD5 is a trade piece if it's a 1 QB. Wide receivers, Buka, Debo, Manor, Kraft, Fannin. I love Kraft. I don't necessarily want to trade him. I would look at trying to trade Fannin. Fannin's got a lot of value right now. He's just going on a buy. But maybe Debo, Fannin, and potentially, let's say, JD5 to a QB needy team for that. I mean, you could get JJ for that. I'm telling you. Debo, Fannin. And if you had to trade Kraft for JJ, I would consider it. I really, really would. And I know that Kraft seems like he's going to have 180 yards and a touchdown every week. But he's going to be really good. But I still would take JJ. I still would take a Lamb. Trade Kraft, Debo, and JD5 to a QB needy team, and they happen to have Lamb. They happen to have Travis, if you had Fannin, who's going on a bye, but he's 5-3.
Yep.
Would you trade Kraft and Debo for Nico, or trade Kraft for Nico straight up? I would.
I'm a bad one to ask on Nico. I'm not. I don't think he's a top 10 wide receiver.
Nico? You don't like Nico?
I like him. I just don't think he's a top 10 type guy the rest of the season.
What about London? Would you take Kraft and turn him into London?
Yeah, as long as London's playing.
You might want to try and move Fannin, Debo, and JD5 for the highest wide receiver you can first. Then I'm moving Kraft. Because you have Fannin. I love Fannin. I'm potentially moving Kraft for that. JJ, London, or Nico. Preferably JJ.
Yeah.
Well, go to the QB.
I'm trying to set, I love Kraft. I mean, Kraft could be a top 5 tight end the rest of the year, and definitely a top 10, but I'm selling high off him if I can really move up with the other position. Or all over Kraft. Right?
Guy offered me Kamara and Fab for Monty and Rashad. I don't know, bro. You're both making your teams worse doing that trade. I think Kamara wash. I've said don't go near Kamara this year. All year, what would change H13? Nothing's gonna make me want to go get him now. Kamara's been one of the biggest avoids for me in the middle rounds. And even if he started off strong, my advice was trade him early before people realize he's going to drop off. And that point is here. So that's another thing I've been preaching, that him and QJ, bro, trade him before it's too late. And these are two players that people hung on to, and now they're worth nothing. Nobody's coming to get Kamara. You could maybe ship off Kamara and QJ for Pickens if you're just someone sleeping at the wheel.
He has Monty and Rashad.
God, offer me Kamara. Oh. Yeah, don't. But even so, I'm Monty Rashad.
Yeah.
I don't even know how much value is there, but I'd probably rather a Monty overall.
I would.
But
yeah.
Monty and Rashad White, let me see who you could get. I mean, same advice kind of applies. Catch someone sleeping on a Pickens. Would I take Rashad and turn him into J-Mo? Probably. I still think J-Mo could have a day at some point.
What is the Bucky owner?
Woody Marks.
On Rashad.
Love Woody Marks. I love ETN. Not much more you can do. And then here, do I bid on Bigsby, Handcuff, Tootin, or DK? Again, the answer is hard to. It's not a blanket statement. I'd rather have Tootin overall for home run capability, but there is a chance that Bigsby gets run. We kind of wait on Barkley's groin status, but apparently right now he seems like he'll be good for week number 10 after this week 9 bye for the Eagles. But Bigsby could be huge. It could be nothing. I'd tend to lean toward the Tootin upside. Tootin has still got league-winning upside. All right, Travis, what else you got?
So would you flex Woody Marks against Denver this week or Gadsden against Tennessee?
Woody.
I have Warren at tight end.
Woody versus Denver and Gadsden versus Tennessee.
Yeah.
Denver. Let me pull up that data again. What were we looking at earlier?
It was Bo Nix versus Daniel Jones. You were looking at I think it was how many yards they gave up passing.
Yeah, let me just make sure I had the right information on that last one because it might have. Let me just see. Texans were actually there. I'm sorry, the data I gave earlier was wrong. I don't know why it was showing something different. The data is different. Texans are now listing as the top 3 in yardage, and they're now listing as 1 in passing touchdowns. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it loaded differently.
Okay, so
yeah,
okay.
My fault on that earlier, guys. My bad. I take that back. I was wondering why it was showing that, though. I was wondering why it was showing that because I felt like they were better than that. But Texas
it still stands to say that they face bad QB, so that's something to know.
I feel like
they are good defense.
I don't know what was going on with the stats at the moment. That's why I'm checking it again. I'm like, this seems wrong. So Texans are showing as number 1 in the league against passing touchdowns. Let me just make sure this is showing it right. I'm checking against another thing and it looks right. So Texans number 1 in the league in passing touchdown prevention.
Okay.
Not
so what's Pittsburgh?
So I'm sorry about that.
That's the other map.
Going off of this data.
Oh, no problem.
I'm apologizing to everybody in the chat. And then they're number 3 in yardage prevention, passing yards. So my fault on that. Pittsburgh is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th to the bottom in yardage allowed, and Pittsburgh in touchdowns prevention. Pittsburgh is middle of the pack in touchdowns allowed. And what was the quarterback? It was Nix versus
Daniel Jones. Even with JT running like he has, he's had 29 and 26 points the past 2 weeks, at least in the league.
Yeah, maybe I changed my mind to Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I'm torn just because Bo Nix seems like he's hot and he's starting to take off, but then a matchup like that can sometimes.
Yeah, he could still win the game and look good, but he could have 1 touchdown and 1 INT and 2. All right, let's go ahead and let's move that over to Daniel Jones. My fault on the stats. I don't know why it was loading. It was loading like that from NFL.com. All right, let's. What was the other question you just asked me?
Would you start Woody Marks? I got to flex one guy. Woody Marks against Denver or Gadsden against Tennessee. Tennessee, by this anyway, is pretty good against tight ends.
All right, Woody Marks. This should be right. Woody Marks against Denver. Denver is middle of the pack in rushing yards surrendered, and Denver is right smack in the middle in touchdowns surrendered. I'm double checking across.
Yeah, so they're like 20th.
Yeah,
right there.
Okay, and then Gadsden. I'd probably say, and losing, one of the best defensive players in the league for Denver is going to make it a lot tougher on the defense overall.
True. Yeah.
I guess I still lean Gadsden by a hair, but Woody's a pretty nice start.
I know. Have they said anything I missed earlier at the beginning? Did they say anything about the split with Woody and Chubb? Or do you think they could still hand the ball to Chubb?
No, we don't have any other updates. All I know is they throw to him. He's very involved. They love him.
Right. I love that. All right, cool.
All right. Travis, appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks, Smitty. Appreciate it.
Yeah, later, bro.
Oh, one more thing. Can I ask one more thing?
Yeah.
In a Superflex league, and I don't know, maybe some people are listening, but if I have Josh Allen, it's a Wild West league, and people keep trying to trade me for Josh Allen. I don't even need names, just an example of something you would need to trade Josh Allen in a Superflex. Because, in my opinion, he's worth a ton.
And you need a quarterback back in this?
Yeah. Penix is my number 2 right now. I have Penix and Gabriel and Dolphins.
So let's say you go get a Baker who is, struggling but still capable of top 7 to 8 quarterback numbers. So Baker or Dak. And then the receiver I would need in order to make this trade would be London or a potential Judkins or a potential...
Well, actually, so
JJ.
Ricky, who called in, he's one guy. I know he wants Allen. Let me pull up his team real quick. He has, for his quarterbacks, he has Tua, Trevor Lawrence. And then for wide receivers, he's got CD, Justin Jefferson, Vlad, and London.
And what quarterback does
that
he
even move the needle? T-Law and Tua, which I don't want Tua. I'll take T-Law. I'm not really all that comfortable with him.
I don't think I'm necessarily interested in that. I would want a JJ Baker, a London Baker, a London Dak.
Yeah, okay. That's kind of what I was getting at.
Tyron and yeah, I mean Josh Allen's the number 1, number 2 overall player in Superflex. So, all right, thanks, Travis. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Smitty. Talk to you later.
All right, guys. Appreciate you all. And I apologize again on that data being wrong. At least we're on the same show. So if anybody in the comments says, you're wrong on my... Watch to the end of the stream is what I'll have to tell people. But I had the Houston Texan defensive data wrong. I was looking at NFL.com. It was jacked up. And then when I refreshed it, it was normal again. But Houston, I was putting at around... It was 12 to 14 in yardage allowed, but that was wrong. It ends up being their top 4. And then their touchdown surrendered, it was listed around 12 to 15 overall, and that was wrong. They're, I believe, top 5 as well there. So Houston's coming in top 5. I apologize for that. Anybody was watching when we were talking about Bo Nix, I don't know why that data was coming up that way. I mean, everybody knows they're the top defense, and everyone's saying that. So that's when I was looking at it, I'm like, what the hell's going on here? But I'll even check one more time just to make sure. Passing defense, passing yards, they are ranking 3rd in yardage. They're ranking number 1 in touchdown surrendered. So they're three 3 in yards, number 1 in touchdowns. But to Travis's point, their matchups have been pretty nice. So do I think that the Houston Texan defense is number 1? I don't. I think they're top 5. But I do think that some of that is that they played some pretty bad teams. Some very bad teams. Let me pull up the Texans defense and just go over it. So you had T. Law in week 3. You had Cam Ward in week 4. You've had Mac Jones in week 8. When did Lamar go down? Lamar Jackson week 5. Did Lamar go down in week 5? Lamar went down in week 4. So yeah, so week 5. So you had essentially, you know, who was it? Who was playing? It was wasn't it Cooper Rush that week? Cooper Rush week 5. Yeah, so Cooper Rush in week 5. So I mean, I'm not saying Houston's not good, but this Texans defense is not, I think, as good as their ranking. I was wrong on that data, but they're not as good as their ranking. Then their bye week, and then they had Darnold, and then they had Mac Jones. So Mac attack in week number 8. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying those are some cakewalk matchups. It's pretty good. So we'll see. But I was wrong on the data, but I don't think I'm wrong on that Knicks could do something against Houston. We'll see. But I think DJ, Daniel Jones, Dr. Jones, Indiana Jones probably is safer than Bo Nix. If I had to rank right now, maybe we come back to this. Chat vote Knicks versus Houston. Or Daniel Jones versus Pittsburgh. Who you taking? Let's count them up. Knicks, Daniel Jones. Vote in the chat. Daniel Jones, Jones. There you have it. I mean, just even using like 10 votes. 10 votes alone says Daniel Jones to the moon. Jaime, appreciate you. 6 and 2. Allen, Chase, Jamar Chase, Rice, Ladd, Adams, Keenan Allen, Achane, Cook, Rico, Marks. I don't know why you list this team this way, Jaime, in a question where you want me to evaluate it. He's like mixing it in a blender. How's this look? How's my team look? Guys, Jamar Chase. Achane's in there somewhere. Rico. Who would you offer for Jettas or Hunter? I mean, to get Hunter, it's going to cost a lot less. I mean, you'd have to give up Marks. You'd have to give up Aaron Jones, and you got Cook in there too. I just saw Cook because you hit him in there. I mean, no one can evaluate a team in this like this. You got to list them in order, my boy. It's the mind. The mind works a certain way. You're showing a house to sell it, and you didn't mow the lawn. Ladd could maybe get you Hunter, but I like both of them a lot. Adams, I'm not selling. This is a good team once you can take it all in. Okay, let's see here. You probably play on Yahoo, which is why you're listing wide receivers first. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you, bro. Yeah, a lot of Yahoo listed teams I laugh at a lot, just because everybody's so. The waiver board, sure, I'll throw it up in a second. Jaime, it's not that bad. You're listing them in semi good order. I'm just joking with you. Cook is probably your one though right now. He's balling out, bro. He's absolutely balling out. I don't think you need to move much. Keenan Allen, what am I going to do, bro? How am I going to go get JJ with this? Maybe you trade Lab McConkey and Rico for JJ. Maybe you trade Rico straight up for JJ. Maybe Keenan Allen and Rico for JJ. Maybe you throw in Aaron Jones for free. I don't trade Jamar Chase. I don't trade Josh Allen. I don't trade Adams. I don't trade Achane. I don't trade Cook. I'd trade Rico for JJ, but I don't even want to trade Rico that much. This is a good team. This is about an 8.5 out of 10 team, bro. This is an unbelievable squad. You're absolutely crushing it. I'm surprised you're not 7-1 or 8-0. This is a good team. I think you're focused too much on trying to get unless you can get this player using Ladd and Rico for JJ and something, and I might even want something back, or Rico straight up, or Marks and Ladd, try that. Who knows? JJ's so cheap right now. I'd do any of those deals. Do not give up Rice. Do not give up Jamar Chase. Do not give up Josh Allen. Do not give up Adams. If you want to do Adams for JJ, I'm fine with that one too. If you want to take that gamble, I'm totally fine with that. Don't trade Achane. Don't trade James Cook. That's it, Jaime. Jaime, your team is unbelievable. People are drooling over your team right now. Just drooling over it. Why isn't Woody the running back one in Houston yet? I mean, he pretty much is, bro. Thank you for the super chat. 6-2, Josh Allen, Jamar Chase, Rice, Ladd, Adams, Keenan Allen. Oh, that's the one I just did. Thank you, my boy, for the super chat. Jaime to the moon. And then someone said the waiver board. The waiver board's not really... there's some changes that are going to happen to it. I mean, obviously, we've got probably moving up some players here and there. We got to move up Bam Knight. Who else needs to be added or moved from this right here, guys? Because this is the old screenshot. Oh, we're moving Bam Knight probably up into tier 1. I don't know where. Tracy, we're moving up from... Where's Tracy listed right now? Let's take this over to the board. Hold on, let me go back to that. Look at this buy low for last week. Buy these. Well, we added the 5, but buy these 5 guys now: Josh Allen, Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, James Cook, Lamar Jackson. James Cook was attainable before this week kicked off. People were really scared that he had tailed off and he wasn't going to return to form. This is such an amazing buy low list. Freaking unbelievable. Bunch of smashes. All right, let's see here real quickly. Let's go over here. Angel, thanks again for that $200 hauler. Who's missing from this board? So probably going to put Tracy right in this group. Tracy. Spears, you can move up a little bit if you wanted, sure. Kareem Hunt. Bam. So those guys would probably go into tier 1. Vidal, Gadsden, Hunter, Marks, those are still... Harvey's still going to be up there for me. Fannin. Tracy we do actually have in this, but we move him up a little bit. Maybe. Yeah, Tracy's already there. We'd move Tracy up. He is right there. I just spelled it with an E again. Brashard Smith. Pacheco get injured. Go check my Instagram. Pacheco cleared. He's fine. He might have some soreness. There could be a bone bruise there or something, but Pacheco was jumping around after they did an ACL check. He was good. Go watch my IG. I explain it. All right, guys. Appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget, I'm live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. I'm additionally live, as you can see at the top of the screen, whenever big news breaks. I'm live at midnight Eastern almost every single night. And then don't forget to join the 24/7 live chat group, the Patreon chat group. It is literally 365, 24/7, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. The link's dropped in the live chat. I'll pin the link in the live chat right this very second so you guys can click it on the way out the door. But click that link. Join the 24/7 live chat group. We're sitting there answering questions. Travis is there a lot. I'm there a lot. It's amazing. See you over on the Patreon. Thank you all. See you tomorrow.